What's going on YouTube? It's your boy The Real RX, man. Today we got a nice video on why are so many successful black women single. I ain't gonna talk all day. Let's get straight to the vid.
Women from all races need to be uplifted, not just black women.
The majority of the time, you sit down and talk to someone, you vibe on who they are and what they're about.
Women should generally get rid of your checklist.
Wish that women would be less focused on the timeline.
Devote time to making your family better.
If a woman's confident enough, she could find anyone that she wants to.
You think women have surpassed men? Let's see what we
Black
got.
women definitely surpass men in terms of success, as far as
Right.
jobs,
Education.
salary, education. They're definitely taking to that next step in this society now. So it's like us as black men are catching up to them now.
Right off the bat, yo. Right off the bat, bro, they already tripping. If like that's like saying yo, don't whatever you do, if you already struggling dating, if you already can't pull, don't ever bring yourself lower to someone. That's like saying you finna go fight a dude and you like, oh, he finna beat my ass. I'm like, nigga, what? What are you? You a dude, like, okay, it's the difference between knowing old dude, like, let's say old dude got them hands and he probably gonna beat the hell out you. But it's not like, oh, I ain't even gonna try because he gonna whoop my ass. Nigga, what? What you been? Hey, if a dude can beat my ass, I'ma make sure he gonna feel me. I'ma knock his shit. You know what I'm saying? He might beat me up, but he gonna go home with a busted lip. You know what I'm saying?
We're at that pace right now, at that point in time.
It's not close. It's a blowout.
Yeah,
It's a blowout.
Yeah.
It's a blowout.
Well,
We're down 30 points at halftime.
If you want to
It's
take
a blowout.
African American history, I'm sorry, the attack has always been on us. Who's always been attacked first? You attack the black man first,
right.
and then the black,
Foundation. Yeah.
Right. So we're definitely the foundation. So we're definitely playing catch up.
Right.
But the reason why, at least in my opinion, is that career-wise, women have more options because they tend to be better educated. They're better educated because they tend to go to grad school more. They go to grad school more because we have to start getting money first. Like, I know so many girls with 2 or 3 degrees. I know only a few guys with a degree, and only a few with 2.
Right.
Like maybe like 1.
Now, hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let me click this. Hold up. Give me a sec. Hold up.
Attack the black man first,
right.
and then the
Give me a
the
sec,
black,
y'all. Check. Just look at their body language in the room. If you was looking at this room right now, look at the body language. He slumped over. He looked depressed as fuck. He looked like he about to murder a motherfucker. This nigga sleep. He fruitcake. And I don't even know what bro is right here. Like, if y'all gotta hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If I'm let's say if I'm a female, no bullshit. If I'm a female and I walk into this room, none of these niggas getting picked. Ain't none of these niggas getting picked, bro. They look lame type shit. Like, and I ain't talking about the clothes, but just like off the body language. Like, if I'm in a room, you know what I'm saying, and we talking and it's a group full of dudes, I'm not in here slouched over. I'm not like that. Now, old dude, he kind of sitting up straight, but he look like he Fruit Loop and he look a little soft, and I can see why hoes ain't really just trying to fuck with him, or females. This nigga right here, like he finna murder a motherfucker. He look depressed as shit because he ain't getting no pussy. And this nigga sleep. But let's get back to the vid.
Foundation. Yeah.
Right. So we're definitely the foundation. So we're definitely playing catch up.
Right.
But the reason why, at least in my opinion, is that career-wise, women have more options because they tend to be better educated. They're better educated because they tend to go to grad school more. They go to grad school more because we have to start getting money first. Like,
Okay.
I know so many girls with 2 or 3 degrees. I know only a few guys with a degree, and only a few with 2.
Right.
Like maybe like 1 dude who has like a 3rd degree.
Right.
It's not even close. But I know why that is. Like when you get out when you're in school, you're thinking about making money, right? You get out of undergrad, okay.
Gotta get
I
the
need this
bread.
job most likely. Yes, I could go to grad school. Maybe I want to even. But I'm feeling the pull of whatever finances that I need to make, whatever people think that I should have,
Right.
whatever I think I should have for myself.
Right.
women don't always have that same pull. Women could just be broke and it's whatever. Like it's not even a thing. Women go out beat.
Now, as a black man, as a man in general, because you don't have to be black in order to get money. Women have to look good in order to attract us, right? It's their looks. How your value as a man, just in society's term, is about bread. You have to get money. If you ain't getting no money, then it's gonna be tough. And I'm not saying that's the only thing that you got to do in order to get a woman, but I'm saying that's the whole goal. Is the bread. So me complaining that I gotta get money, I have to make money to get females, is you pushing yourself back. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna complain saying that, oh, well, she making $85,000 a year, I'm making $60,000. It's not fair that she wanna fuck with a nigga that's making $150,000. Nigga, that's some bitch shit, bro. Like, nigga, you complaining about bitch shit, fam. That's some bullshit, bro. Like, you should want to make money. You know what I'm saying? You should wake up and be like, how can I get some bread? How can I get this change? And why is you stressing over a female when you need to get this money for yourself? You know what I'm saying? You can still get the money, bro, and still be a lame ass dude. Think about that. Imagine, let's say that you ain't got no bread. Okay, you ain't got no bread, but you got confidence. You can still get a girl type shit, right? Let's say you get the money. Let's say you like, okay, I got to get the bread to get the girl. Let's say you get the bread, but now you got the bread. You half-ass got the girl, and she fucking Tim D, the coochie slayer that work at McDonald's, ain't got no bread, no car, but she fucking the shit out of him. You gonna feel bad, no cap.
Being broke on purpose sometimes. Like they go to the club, I ain't got no money. It's like a badge of honor. It doesn't, for dudes, it's not like that.
He said a badge
You know
of
what I mean?
honor.
Like, no, it is though. Like they go, it happens.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Well, they don't have to pay to get in the clubs most of the time.
And so like, and you know, women tend to, you know, women can live with their parents age 30, 32. I know women who have done that. Men, you up out of there.
Right.
You know, if you're a dude and you're age 30 and living with your parents, that you
fucked up.
You're getting thumbs down. So the pressure to make money is earlier. So grad school becomes maybe not. Women, yes. And when they get out of grad school, they got that resume is nice and shiny, that job is nice and shiny, and that's why.
Why does successful black women have a hard time finding a man? Okay.
I'm gonna tell you
what
why.
city is she living in?
I know why she have a problem, because she has friends, right? So because this woman has friends and she has this status, or that we say, right, and she has this job and she's making this money, she also has friends that are in that same catchment for the most part, right? Absolutely. They her workmates and things, they go out together. But you got the man, your man is doing his thing, he's killing it in the bedroom, he pay all the time you go out, but he bagging groceries, you know what I mean, working at Gristedes. Yeah, it's not like, she's not really feeling that, you know? I mean, you see the movies all the time that, you know, you want somebody to be up there with you, which I understand.
To pull you.
Man, that's kind of tough now. So, this the thing. You can be a really sincere guy. You can be one of the kindest motherfuckers in the world. You can do everything that you're supposed to do with a girl. But if you don't have that certain persona or the certain accolades or social status, she may or may not fuck with you. And that's what it is, because that's how they function. You feel me? Like, oh girl, he's super sweet, he's super cool, but you know, he works in food service. Ah, girl, he lame as fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's how that shit can be. I'm sad to say it, but that's how it can go sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And this shit fucked up. As men, we don't really give a fuck about the woman's accolades or what the hell she do, what she got going career wise. I mean, that's cool. Like, if you a nurse, you cool, you getting your bread, that's cool, but I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? I really just don't give a shit. And what happens is they get to, let's say she make $130,000. She probably don't want to date a nigga that make $130,000 just like her. I'm not gonna cap. She probably want a nigga that's making $450,000. And them niggas don't want her. Like, yeah, they gonna fuck her, but they not gonna wife her up, because guess what? She gonna be at work all the damn time, putting in all them hours. She ain't doing no shit at home. She ain't sucking that nigga. She ain't sucking the nigga dick like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Going crazy. She ain't popping that thing. That's how that shit go. No cap.
Right.
I just think black women need to diversify their. I know a lot of black women who stay in one social scene.
Yeah, they
one
do.
little social
Yeah,
scene.
right.
Talking about, I ain't no
Oh,
black man to
definitely.
be complaining.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
So true. So
you have to
true.
expand before else a lot of these questions won't even exist.
Because the thing is that, they're upset. I'm like, but you're the person who has to fix it. Like, you can complain about it, and then you complain to us. But the stakes are higher for you, so you have to try harder to fix it. So, like, if you need to diversify your portfolio as far as what you're dating at, you better do it.
They don't see it that way.
You better
No,
do it. It's not like,
definitely.
it's
Like,
not
I'll
you.
fix it.
You better do it.
No,
Why
I
more
definitely-
black
But
women?
why does she have to? You think she has to come down to date? Or
No, it's
think
not
so.
coming
No, I
down.
don't
It's just
think
you
so.
gotta just.
But if she wants
Open
someone
your
on her
horizons.
level, though, if she wants someone on her level, and let's say us as black men don't have those 3 degrees like you said before,
Right.
or has that 75K,
Right.
what happens then?
Well, I don't have 3 degrees.
Right.
Right? But I'd be damned if you're not on my level.
Right.
It's not on your level.
Respect.
Exactly.
So if that's what you're seeing and you want to go on paper, then that's on you if you want to
Right.
do that. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I dropped out of college to pursue my art. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a professional in that realm. So if you're gonna tell me that if you're a doctor and you do what you got to do, we can still maintain. You're an artist in your field. I'm an artist in mine. So I think these things. I think women pay attention too much to the paper,
Right.
to these resumes.
Do you think it's
instead
paper,
of-
or do you think it's more society?
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Because just because someone is in let's say a corporate job or high in a field doesn't necessarily mean that they're better than you. Just because someone's a doctor doesn't mean he's smarter than you. He may be smarter than you in that area, but common sense wise, logic wise, he may not be. And you see that a lot in the work field. Like you may see somebody that's super smart, like, damn, bro, how the fuck you know everything, but he cannot talk to a female. You know what I'm saying? Like that portion of the brain, that nigga can solve a motherfucking brain of motherfucking tumor, remove that motherfucker, but he cannot say hi to Miss Parker. Miss Parker come in with the motherfucking wagon on the back. He cannot do it. Nigga fuck up every time. And I feel like that's kind of crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? That shit kind of crazy. So just because she may or may not make more money than you doesn't mean that she's better than you, or does not mean that she's on a different level from a logical speaking standpoint. But in society, that's how they made it deemed. Like, oh, okay, you're a construction worker and then the bitch is a lawyer. Are you not on her level? Can she go outside, pick up a fucking sledgehammer and do that shit for 10 to 12 hours a day, and you in 100 degrees heat, and it's fucked up? Could she do that? No. You know what I'm saying? She probably couldn't. You feel me? Us men go through a lot of fucking bullshit in order to feed our families, in order to provide. You don't see women waking up, going to motherfucking oil rigs, doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't saying there's none, but I'm saying they're not gonna do that because they're not built like that. We're all successful. We're all unique in different ways. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like people kind of they don't see that. You know, when I wake up early in the morning and I see construction workers, or I see the trash men picking up my trash, or just stuff like that, I'd be like, thank you. Like in my head, I'm like, thank you, because I'm not trying to do that shit. And there's niggas out here that's built like that. You feel me? And if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have this shit. Imagine if nobody built your house. Imagine if nobody worked on the roads. Imagine if nobody actually cleaned the sewers. Life would be tough as fuck, bro. Life would be tough. And females don't understand that.
That's giving that
It all
pressure.
goes back to society, because society is what creates the narratives, puts it in the media, and that's what people buy and feed into. Because the majority of the time, you sit down and talk to someone, you vibe on who they are and what they're about. But then you sit back and you look at what's put on the screen as being the definition of successful. And a lot of people end up going after that. Okay, you got to have the degrees, you got to have the particular salary, you got to live in a particular place, home, whatever the case may be. And the fact is, every relationship is so unique onto itself. it might be someone who doesn't fit any of those characteristics that you vibe with and makes you so much of a better person that you just go with it. And you know, the rest of the people who see it might not understand it, they might not get it, but that's what you're supposed to do. Like was said in the previous time, like keep people out of your business. There's so many other people inputting into what your relationship is. You're just like, okay, well, you know, my homegirl said, and my BFF said, you know, and my gay homeboy said, and whatever the case may be, is like all these people who have nothing to do with what's happening in your private, you know, private space have influence, and they shouldn't.
But you learn a lot about the woman as well, because if a woman is that focused on these things, and they're not all bad. You want to have a good place to live, money, of course, we all want that.
Right. Security.
But if it's like the top of her list, it's also a good way to understand her level of conditioning.
Right.
And some people are conditioned in a way that's different from you. And if her conditioning is that negative, is that deeply entrenched, she'd be a bad girlfriend, fiance, wife anyway.
I can dig that. I can dig that. I can definitely dig that. You can, if it's too many people putting their eggs in the basket, pitching in what she should do or how she should think or how she's influenced, that shit ain't gonna work. Shit ain't gonna work all the time. I mean, it's like spitting at a girl and an ugly ass homegirl jump in and talk about she don't want you. Well, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to your homegirl. It's the same shit. How many times has that happened to y'all, bro? You done seen a baddie, you done seen a girl that you like, and you know what I'm saying, you try to talk to her and her ugly ass friend come in talking about she don't want you. Shit happens all the time, and that shit is fucking irritating. Like, bitch, I wasn't even talking to your ass. And it's the same thing. The same bit that jumping in saying that she don't want you is the same bit telling her that you're not good enough. No cap. What up? Women living at homes versus men living at homes. Oh, shit. I'm already knowing. Like they said, if you 30 and you living at the crib at your mama house, I ain't saying that you fucked up, but it's gonna be hard for you to get a woman. Put it like that. Unless you really take care of your mama, you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be tough. On the female side, it's not gonna be bad because us as men, we don't give a fuck. We don't care. We think differently. I don't give a fuck if she stay with her fucking granny. Bitch, I'm still gonna pick her ass up. No cap.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
That's what you're doing.
Wait till you get yourself on your feet. I mean, I think it would be immature to think that, you know, you could. Everybody wants to get on their own. You want to be able to support yourself. But at the same time, I mean, until you get yourself well established, you have enough money to where you could, you know, support yourself. You have your career in order. You should stay at home until you get yourself together.
Correct.
I think that'd be the best way. So when you do leave the nest, as you so call it, you'll be able to fend for yourself.
This is for men and women.
For men and women both.
I think it's for both. I'll be 100% honest. 2-3 years ago, I was supposed to move out. My job relocated to Atlanta. Whole bunch of things changed. I got jammed up completely with the economy, and I'm still with the fam right now. And it kills me. It hasn't been an issue as far as dating and things like that because people see the work that I put in, the things that I'm dealing with, what I'm building. So I mean, the reality is, especially you living in New York and you know what the cost is of moving. Here's your real. It's like here's your real discussion right here. Do you move out to say you're on your own? Struggle, live in the hood. Just be
You're lucky, ramen noodles.
Just be living
Elbow
in the
macaroni,
closet.
really.
Say you're doing it,
Right.
or do you say, all right, you know, I'm gonna fall back, put the ego to the side, I'm a stack. So when I make that move, I can live somewhere. So when, you know, if I actually do meet someone who I see as a life partner,
Right.
we got somewhere that we have as a mutual place. I like just doing it to say I got it to me sometimes doesn't seem like it's worth, you know.
And this is the thing. This is the thing right here. If you down bad, your focus should not be on women. Your focus should not be on girls. Your focus should not be trying to find some fucking pussy. You should be focused about that. You should be focusing on how can I elevate, how can I make my situation better? Because you don't want to bring somebody into a chaotic situation. You know what I'm saying? I can tell just off the first date if I'm with a bitch and she got a lot of shit going on. Like, damn, bitch, I ain't really trying to do all that. So you as a man, you have to understand what's the best situation for you. Because sometimes moving out can help you. It makes you get off your ass. Like, okay, I gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta do that. But on the other side, which option is more logical? Stay with the fam, stack this bread up, and when I do make that transition, when I do move, everything goes smoothly. Which one do you want to do? It's up to you. The choice is yours. But me, I'm gonna stack this paper. I don't give a fuck what the bitch think. I don't care if she think I'm a lame ass nigga or whatever. I'm gonna stack this bread and be good and not miss no meals instead of moving out and now I'm struggling and you might be fucked up. And when you take an L like that, it's hard to bounce back. No cap.
Well, I mean, my perspective is a little different because I never had that option, you know, as a person that, you know, I left my parents' crib when I was 16 just because it didn't work out, you know, it just wasn't working with the fam. So being a person who can never lean on somebody else, I can't really see that way. I can't really see that respect, that paradigm, you know, whatever. It's just like, I mean, I didn't have that backup, but I think it's a little more acceptable for women. I agree with what you said about New York being a special thing because you got people living with 3 and 4 roommates and things like that. But personally, I wouldn't want to be living with somebody where I gotta check in, you know, I gotta make sure. Because you gotta be considerate, whether it's your roommate, whether it's your parents, you gotta be like, you know, living by the rules, and so to speak. And I feel like as a man, I could be a little tough on your ego, and maybe you gotta tuck it, but, you know, I don't think that would work for me personally.
Okay.
As long as you come out on top at the end, you know, if you're not going from your parents' house to a mediocre, and you have a plan, I think from a male and female perspective, you should understand that other
But
person.
women wouldn't be nearly as democratic as we're being right here.
Very true.
We're talking about, oh yeah, it could happen if we were, you know, 5 women here.
It'll deal
But I'll tell you what though, I think,
Yeah.
and that kind of comes to the individual, I think you need to have the confidence in yourself. Because when I
Definitely.
have that conversation with people, and I'm like, that's an issue, you ain't got to deal with me.
True.
And I don't think about it at all because I'm blessed. My relationship with my family is great.
Hey, like he said, just like that. When old dude, when he said if it was 5 girls in there, they'll all be like, no, because that's what they taught. You know what I'm saying? It's 20. You know what I'm saying? That's what the shit is right now. But like he just said, fuck him, fuck her. It's simple. Like you ain't even gotta deal with me. Shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you fuck with me or not. Because at the end of the day, I'm still at my folks' crib. You know what I'm saying? It's nice, bro. It's nice. Whoever listen to this, if you a young nigga, bro, it's nice coming off of work and coming home to your folks. That's all I gotta say. You ain't missing no meals. You ain't really struggling. You stacking bread. You doing what the fuck you want to do. You got run around money. And as long as you making progress to get out the crib or to get your own shit or put yourself in a better position, you winning. That's the end goal, bro. Anybody else that's chirping they fucking mouth, they don't matter. Cause if they so-called getting all this money, well, bitch, shit. Put me on something then. You know what I'm saying? Pay my bills. Fuck it. Pay my rent, pay my mortgage. If not, you ain't got shit to say. No cap.
And it's the core of everything that I am and, you know, how I treat people.
And they
going
want a
forward.
family man.
Yeah,
so hearing
so
you say that,
they'll-
it's like, wait,
they'll eat
but
that
wait,
up.
he's a family man. So that's, you're back up.
But
You know what I'm saying?
Are you really though? Because people will say what they want, but then turn, oh, he is a family man.
Right.
But you know, because it's like that status thing, right? Because
Right.
essentially it's all about status. Well, not all about, but a lot of times with women it's
Right.
the status, right?
Except that she's a smart female, you know, she don't recognize the deal.
You could have a degree and still not make any money.
It depends what
We
you
have a
do
lot
with
of
it.
people who are, you know, having jobs that has nothing to do with degree, whether it's grad school or
Masters,
just a regular bachelor's degree. I mean, I don't think it really, you know, kids. A lot of people go into fields that's other than what the degree is, and they're not making much money. Then you have people who go into other areas and they make more money. So I don't think school necessarily. I think that's a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, but
it depends
it
on
is
what
a
you want to
status
do with
symbol.
you.
It just
Yeah,
might not be
definitely.
something that matters in a tangible way.
It's an accomplishment.
And look, exactly what you just got says it's not doesn't matter in a tangible way, and it's an accomplishment, but it also shows that you actually went through with something, right? You were able to finish something because most people you know started school, right? But you know they started you know
Waiting to go
something in
back.
one way or another, right? And then maybe they didn't finish or whatever. But that it goes to show that that person actually finished something. So it just in the back of your mind, it's like, okay, you know this person might have a little something. It is a status symbol.
It is.
Yeah, for
It
sure.
is.
Now, okay, with the degree, It is a status symbol in a sense, but at the same time, it's not a make or break option. I feel like I never talked to a female and she'd be like, "Oh, do you got your degree? Do you got your bachelor's? Do you got your master's? Or do you got a certification or whatever?" You know what I'm saying? Now, eventually, that's gonna pop up. Like, what do you do for a living and stuff like that. But just off GP. No, not really. I feel like as long as you have shit going on, what are you doing? Okay, maybe I didn't get my bachelor's, maybe I didn't get my master's, but I have my certification here, or I do this, or this is my goals. That's what they really looking for. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's really all about. Just because she got her master's doesn't mean that she won't fuck with you, but you're gonna have to have some motion on your side. Let's say she got her master's in this, but you got your business going, or you got your side hustles going, or you're doing day trades, or you're selling stocks or something. You got shit going on. She gonna notice that. But if you ain't got shit going on, it's gonna be tough, my nigga. No cap. The real thing about this vid, honestly, y'all, I mean, if they, I'm trying to say this right. If she say she's making like they said, let's say she's making $100,000 a year, she gonna want a nigga that's making more than 100,000, or maybe 120. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. That's what it is. That's how it's gonna be. Us as men, we don't really look at that, and some women have to understand that if they want these top tier niggas, it's gonna be tough for them to get because they not looking for them. They not looking for a woman that's making $150,000 or $350,000 or $400,000 a year. They looking for women who have different type of qualities to raise their kids. 70% of the men that's in the top 1% have wives or girlfriends that stay at home moms. So what does that mean? What does that mean? They not looking for women who's making those big bucks. So if they're not looking for women who are making all this money, why are you? That's the question of the day. Why are you looking for the females that are trying to make 100 that are making that bread? Why are you? Why are you searching for them? Why aren't you looking for a woman that has the qualities to raise your kids? That's the question of the day. Hey, it's your boy, The Real RX. I'm gone. I'm out. Y'all stay tuned.